whipping. Get out the belt. Ass to belt. Belt to ass. Oh man. Let me get together, man. Let me get it together. Let me get it together. Belt to ass, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Belt to ass. Your New York Knicks. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Belt to ass. The New York Knicks beat the Brooklyn Nets. Final score, 134-98, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. What a game for the New York Knicks, man. That is 11 straight wins over the Brooklyn Nets, by the way. 11 straight wins over the Brooklyn Nets, right? So, I mean, no need to remind the Nets who runs the city. They need to go back to Brooklyn. They need to take their asses back to Brooklyn, man. They need to take their asses back to Brooklyn. It's not working, Brooklyn. It's not working, man. Look, all around ass whooping for the New York Knicks. 40-point first quarter. That is another game where the New York Knicks scored more than 40 points in a quarter. 11-0 run to close that quarter, by the way. And look, the ball was popping, man. Energy was contagious. Team was locked in. Look, I mean, we can go through it all. I mean, look, this is only game 9, and the New York Knicks have had multiple games with 40-plus quarters, by the way. Offense was clicking, back-to-back games over 130 points for the team. Back-to-back games with 130 points. And yes, it's the Nets, right? It's the Brooklyn Nets, right? I mean, you know, but you're starting to see the New York Knicks build chemistry. You're starting to see the upside of this New York Knicks team. You're starting to see it, right? That is, they're undefeated in Madison Square Garden. 4 straight wins. They're winning at home. The vibes are high right now in New York. The vibes are extremely high. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Just in case you just joined. Had to bring the belt out for the Brooklyn Nets, man. Had to bring the belt out, right? Don't condone violence, but tonight was I mean, the Knicks brought out their A game. Yuri with the super chat. What's going on, Yuri? Appreciate you. Thank you for the support as always. The Knicks not only belt to ass Brooklyn, it was a trap game for the Knicks, and they absolutely destroyed the Nets as a whole. F them picks. Appreciate the super chat, Yuri. Had to bring out the belt, man. Not a single New York Knicks, guys. Not a single New York Knick played over 30 minutes tonight, right? That's depth. That's trust. Hello. Not a single. Got a back-to-back this week, right? Not a single Knick played over 30 minutes. Come on. And Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. 17 minutes plus 40 on the night for Mitchell Robinson. 17 minutes plus 40. Jordan Clarkson again coming in off the bench, lighting up in the second. Right? 11 points, 3 assists, all in that second quarter for Jordan Clarkson. You're starting to see this team build some chemistry here. Coming off the bench, Jordan Clarkson lighting it up. Josh Hart's hitting a 3 again. Right? That's a hell of a win for the New York Knickerbockers. And if tonight proved to you anything, is that, look, yes, it's the Nets. They suck. What are they, 1-9 on the season? Knicks are now 6-3. 6-3 on the season. 9 games in. Back-to-back games over 130 points for the New York Knicks. Multiple quarters where they've dropped 40-plus points. 9 games in, right? There are still tons of upside in this offense. Jalen Brunson, the assist numbers, again, what do you have, 7 tonight? They're up there moving the basketball, guys. They are moving the damn basketball, guys. They had 20 assists in the first half. 20 assists in the first half from the New York Knicks. They're moving the basketball. A lot of great team effort plays in that first half. None other than the Jalen Brunson corner and 1-3 that we saw. So things are clicking. The ball movement was absolutely superb tonight. Chris Gotti says plus 40 is insane. Yes, it is. Once again, appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. The New York Knicks win 134-98. They brought out the belt. Coach Shear, what's going on? Appreciate you in the chat, Coach. Hope all is well. Appreciate every single one of you. Hope all is well. Thank you for giving me your time. Money says Knicks. Chris, what's going on? Say they play like that more often. Championship. Dis Rover. That's a stiff-ass belt. Yeah, this belt, I got an old-ass belt, and I brought it downstairs. I didn't want to use my new one just in case, I messed it up. But stiff-ass belt I got right here. But you guys get the point. Had to bring it out, though. Wow. What a victory for this team, right? Unc, what's going on, Unc Dre? Let's go. Let's go, Knicks. Keith Jackson says, let's go, Knicks. We were supposed to smash Brooklyn, and yes, we did. Tony says, Mike Brown should get the game ball. And Wallabies tonight. Unc Dre says, we are back. Look at this beautiful box score for the New York Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns, 28 points in 28 minutes, 12 boards. You saw him, two steals, 2 assists. Domination on the post continues for the big cat. 8 of 8 from the free throw line. He's getting to the free throw line. He's hitting his free throws. Knicks, top 3 in the NBA in terms of free throw percentage, by the way. Top 3. Mikal Bridges, I tweeted on the X account. Corner threes just continue. 4 or 5 from 3. Nick Yak in the chat says Mikal Bridges' corner 3 is around 70% so far. It was 65. Yeah, it just went up tonight. 4 or 5 from 3, 16 points, 5 assists. I mean, quiet, but effective, right? He's hitting his threes, and the Knicks as a unit, OG Anunoby, right? 4 or 6 from 3. Wingstop, 8 of 11 from 3 from OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. 8 of 11. That's crazy. 19-8, 3 assists, 1 steal for OG. 6 Knicks in double digits tonight, guys. Bench is playing well, right? Landry Shamet doing all the little things. Doesn't show up in a box score, but I love it. Deuce was scoreless tonight, but it's okay. Like, we're deep enough to, withhold that, and it's okay. I thought Deuce made some nice passes tonight, contributing in other areas, right? That's what I love. Diawara coming in the game in the first 5 seconds, swishing a 3. Gershon, needs some work, but, he'll get there. Josh Hart again, 11, 7, and 2 in 21 minutes. Guys, no Nick played over 30 minutes. This is exactly what you wanted. Look, it's the Brooklyn Nets, right? I mean, you're taking care of business at home. You're beating the teams you're supposed to beat. Because if you look at the East, I mean, you're starting to see some teams stack up some wins as well. This hasn't updated. You're 6-3 on the season. Yeah, there we go. 6-3 on the season. And this is the number that matters. You're 6-0 in Madison Square Garden. You haven't lost in the Garden. MSG is becoming a place where teams hopefully become nervous walking in that building. And this is not going to be, remember, this has been a problem where teams look at the calendar, they circle MSG, and they have a career night. Yes, we'll probably have some games where players from opposing teams have that this year. But I don't know. It just feels, obviously we're 6-0, so obviously it feels different. But this is a hell of a start to the season in Madison Square Garden. And you got to point it out, right? I think the last time the Knicks were 10-0 or 11-0 to start at home was in they said it on the broadcast in 2013. Steve Novak was on the broadcast. So, yeah, I mean, look at this. 17 minutes plus 40 for Mitch. 17 plus 40 for Mitchell Robinson. Crazy. Crazy, man. So, hell of a victory for the guys. Appreciate you guys in the chat once again. Smash that like button. Let's get those likes up. Subscribe to the channel. All the good stuff. Had to bring out the belt to start this post-game live stream. Man, El Figure, what's going on? See you in the chat. Isaiah, Appreciate the members in here as well. Keith, no one played over 30 minutes. Yup. Isaiah, what's going on? The more I watch this team play with each other, the more I grow confident that we can win it all, man. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go. 9 games in, you're 6-3. Look, and the promising thing is the offense is starting to click. You held the Brooklyn Nets under 100 points, but the offense is starting to click, right? You don't see any confusion out there really anymore. Guys are understanding their role, right? Karl-Anthony Towns seems way more comfortable in this offense. You're seeing him post up a lot. You see him get to the free throw line. 8 of 8 tonight. Beautiful. The offense is starting to click, and most importantly, they are starting to find a rhythm here from 3. 45% tonight from 3. 17 of 37 from 3 for the New York Knicks. Let me bring this up. 17 of 37 tonight from the New York Knicks. 45%. They are starting to find a rhythm offensively, right? Mike Brown has found a system where he's playing these guys in shorter stints. He's getting them rest early so they can have energy to not be lazy defensively. He's subbing in and out guys, and I like that. It's benefiting this team, and especially when you have the bench performing like they are. Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, right? Shamet, Deuce, right? It's easy to do that. Again, no Nick played over 30 minutes tonight. And they've had, 3 days off here. It felt like a bye week for the New York Knicks. Felt like a bye week. 3 days off. You know, they haven't played since Wednesday. 3 full days off. They didn't miss a beat, right? Didn't miss a beat. The ball movement was superb. Look, ass whoopings are never guaranteed in this league. You can get got by any team in the NBA, right? But this New York Knicks team came out focused. They came out with the right mindset. And they demolished the Brooklyn Nets. Sorry, Brooklyn. Sorry, Brooklyn. Yo Alpha says their offense is great, but the defense needs some work. We held the Brooklyn Nets under 98 points. I know the Brooklyn Nets stink, but Yo Alpha, it will continue to get better defensively for the New York Knicks, right? So we'll see. Next game, I believe they have the Orlando Magic coming up here, the Memphis Grizzlies, excuse me. So, I mean, another winnable game. Memphis is a mess. Then they have the Magic. Then they have the Heat. So, I mean, the Knicks can they're well on their way to being 7-0 on this homestand, right? They could sweep this homestand 7-0 easily the way they're playing right now. Offensively, guys, I mean, they had 20 first half assists. How many assists did they finish? 31 assists. Another game where this Knicks team dropped 30 assists. And when the ball is moving like that, right? 12 assists from your backcourt, Brunson and Bridges. And when they're hitting open shots, when they're hitting their corner threes like they have been, Knicks are one of the best teams in terms of percentage-wise from 3. They have the best corner three-point shooters in the NBA in OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. Sky's the limit for this team, right? Sky's the limit for this team. Don't care about the competition. You want to build good habits along the way towards hopefully a long postseason run. So, big win for the New York Knicks. El Figgy, what's going on? Appreciate you in the chat, El Figgy. El Figgy says, one thing that annoyed me last year is we would be play down to lesser teams. We're rising to better competition and crushing the teams we should. Brooklyn stood no chance tonight, honestly. Look, Nets stink. We're crushing the teams we're supposed to beat. And if you look at the Eastern Conference, you need to. You need to win these games at home. That's 11 straight wins against the Brooklyn Nets, right? This matchup has been, like, swingy. Like, I think Brooklyn at one point won 9 in a row against us, and then 9 in a row or something like that, and then now we're 11-0 against them in the last 11. And ever since Nick Claxton came up with that video saying, I haven't lost to the Knicks in my career, that's 10 straight L's for Nick Claxton against the Brooklyn Nets, by the way. And I thought Nick Claxton was supposed to be this all-star center. That's all we heard from Nets fans, that he was better than Mitchell Robinson. And look, I'm not here to poo-poo on the Nets, but I'll speak on the nonsense that I've been hearing regarding Nets fans. But yeah, let's go. End of the first quarter, guys. Get this: 65% from the field, 7-11 from three, and 10 assists for the New York Knicks. I mean, guys, that's elite stuff, man. And then Clarkson comes in the second and just plays his ass off. 11 points in that second quarter. Highest scoring first half from the New York Knicks tonight, all season. So, I mean, let's just keep this ball rolling, man. Let's just keep on building good habits, because, that's what great teams do. They build good habits and they take care of business. Chris Gotti says Knicks took care of business. Big Taz says salute. Happy Sunday, Ant. Big Taz, what's going on? Appreciate you in the chat. Knicks win 134-98 on them boys. Mitchell Robinson plus 40. Oh, man. Plus 40. I had plus 40 points on there. Plus 40. 8 rebounds in 16 minutes for Mitchell Robinson. Domination continues, and I thought the Knicks were going to sit Mitchell Robinson this game, because you really didn't need him. 17 minutes, excuse me. But Brunson, 19 and 7. Jalen Brunson, right, over these last 3 games, I'm just pulling up his game log. Assist numbers have been up. 9 assists versus Washington, 10 assists versus the Timberwolves, and 7 assists tonight. So Brunson, the assist numbers have been up. He's averaging 7.3 assists per game in the month of November. When the ball is moving like that, when the Knicks are sharing the basketball like that, they are a dangerous, dangerous basketball team. And yes, they have to hit their shots, and they have been hitting their shots. When Mikal Bridges is shooting a corner three, I just automatically think it's going in, and it has been all season. Best corner three-point shooter in the NBA in terms of percentage-wise this season. I mean, he's a leader out there. This is the upside of this group, right? This is what we want to see. And the offense is clicking. Guys, look at the offensive numbers over their last four games, right? 128 points versus Chicago Bulls. They lost in Chicago, but they scored 125 points. 119 versus the Wizards. 137 versus the Timberwolves. 134 versus the Brooklyn Nets. The New York Knicks offense is clicking on all cylinders right now. In terms of statistic-wise, they are a top 5 offense in the NBA currently. I have the updated numbers. Top 5 in offense. From 3, they're killing it. Free throw line, they're top 5 in the NBA. Assists, they're up there. Only game 9, right? Only game 9. And yes, we've had some bad losses this season, but it's still super early. And this is the upside. Will there be some adversity? Yeah, there will be. But this is a very promising sign, because not only are you getting contributions from Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, but you're utilizing your bench, right? I mean, everything in the playoffs was Brunson, cat. Now you're seeing the upside of this Knicks team. They're reliant on other guys, right? OG Anunoby's getting in his spots and hitting his threes. Mikal is doing his thing. The bench is playing better. The bench is playing well. And this is team basketball, right? Obviously, Jalen Brunson's going to get his points. Obviously, he's going to do his thing when crunch time hits. You're going to see Jalen Brunson just dominate. But this Knicks team right now offensively is playing at a level in which many Knicks fans, including myself, didn't think we would see this early. And we're seeing it this early. And if you look at the minutes from Jalen Brunson, right? 32, 32, 33, 29. They are doing this while not having to be out there 40-plus minutes a night, guys. Let's go. Those of you just joining, I had to bring out the belt tonight. Had to bring out the belt regarding the Brooklyn Nets, man. Belt to ass. That is 11 straight victories for the New York Knicks over the Brooklyn Nets. Sorry, Brooklyn. It is what it is. Little brother. Not even the little brother. Like, a distant cousin at this point, the Nets are. Like a distant cousin. That's what they are. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Once again, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit some of your comments. Appreciate all of you in here. Nick Yak says, what's going on? Nick Yak says, Mitch has shut up the haters. Just stay healthy, Mitchell Robinson, please. Joel says, we're going for a 10-game winning streak. Jesse says, I'm happy that they didn't play down. They took the Nets serious and did what they needed to do. Exactly. Just Rover says, I'm glad Landry is playing great like I always said he would. Last season, people were calling him a bum left and right and center until the very end. Yes, Landry Shamet is healthy. He is playing a lot, hitting his threes, and doing a lot of things on a basketball court that doesn't sometimes equate to the box score. But if you just watch him out there, he's a presence, right? He is a presence. Nicky Yak says, Nets played a really good 3 quarters. What's going on, Loud and Clear? Appreciate you in here. El Figure says, Josh Hart is figuring out how to play around his injuries. I'll take layups and rebounds and even hit a 3 tonight. Josh Hart did, right? Hit a 3, right? I think he was 1 or 2 from 3. 11 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Sign me up, man. Look, this is what we wanted. Coming into this game, guys, we knew. Chalk this up to a dub, right? Chalk this up to a win. Now, you got to see it on the court. You're not playing down the competition. And the Nets right now they won against the Pacers. Pacers are also, struggling right now. They have a lot of injuries over there. They won against the Pacers, excuse me. So, look, you continue your winning streak at home. You continue your domination in terms of offense. You continue sharing the basketball. It's not like we won tonight and it was like the Jalen Brunson show and he dropped 50 and 12, although that would have been amazing. We won in the ways that we have been winning over the last 4 games, right? We're sharing, we're hitting our threes, the ball is moving, the substitution patterns are really good, and the bench is playing really well, right? So it's exactly how we want to play. It's exactly how we want to play. And you're seeing that implemented this early on in the season, right? 9 games in. 10 games already. Next game. It's crazy, by the way. El Figgy says, not one starter played over 30 minutes. Yes. You Alpha, are the Knicks number 1 in bench scoring? I have to look that up. I don't believe they are, but they're playing pretty well. I mean, Jordan Clarkson is playing really well off the bench. I know he finished with 11 points, and all of his 11 points came in that second quarter, right? But Clarkson is playing really well. He's playing better, right? He's getting to the hole, he's getting to the paint, and he's converting. 11 points, 3 assists, did foul out, and you saw Josh Hart laughing at the end of the bench, right? So, I mean, big runs to end the game. I mean, 134. Let's go to the team stats. 53% from the field, 45% from 3, 80% from the free throw line, 46 boards, 15 offensive, 9 steals, 31 assists, man. I love to see this number. 31 assists for the New York Knicks. I love to see that number. Anytime the Knicks drop 30-plus assists, it is a great day. It is a great game. 3 blocks. Damn, Brooklyn had 8 blocks. 14 turnovers. Knicks, one of the league leaders in terms of not turning the ball over, which you love to see. 18 fast break points, 58 points in the paint, 25 fouls. The largest lead was 39. Sheesh. Brooklyn never led in this game. Knicks, ass kicking, man. You're prototypical ass kicking, ass whooping, right? I love it. I love it, man. A night in November 9th. I love games like tonight. Sit back, just watch the guys do their thing. and they don't have to play and exert themselves the full game. The guys can rest, right? And every minute that they're not out there, you're preventing an injury, right? You're saving your body. It's a long season. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? Knicks have a back-to-back coming up this week against Memphis and Orlando, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, back-to-back. So it is vital for these guys not to play a lot of minutes. And tonight, not one single Knick over 30 minutes tonight. I love it. I really do. The truth shall set you free. Great win tonight against New Jersey Swamp Dragons. Oh, man. Hard laughing at Clarkson fouling out was funny as F. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Chris. Knicks held the Nets at 36 points, third and fourth combined. Yeah. Look, Brooklyn, their whole offense is Porter. I mean, it's just Porter shooting threes. And Porter had 25 for them, 4 rebounds. And, Claxton, 12 and 5 assists and 5 rebounds. I mean, it's just, they're not getting anything from anybody. I mean, Zaire Williams, pretty good game from them, 13. Sharp, pretty good game off the bench. Drake Powell came in, 15 points. So, look, just held them to under 100 points. It's a great game. In that regards, it's hard to do in today's NBA, no matter who you're playing. And just keep building on these good habits, man. Chris says third quarter of doom is no more. What's going on, Chris? It's funny how that is, right? Year after year, the New York Knicks have been poor in these third quarters. And lately, pretty good. Pretty good for the New York Knicks in these third quarters. Man, this team. It's the upside, guys. Rick says just keep it rolling, just keep it rolling. It's the upside of this unit. It's the upside of this team. Just keep it rolling. That's all we want, It's all we want. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Knicks win 134-98 on the night, man. Just all around great game, man. All great game. 6-0 in Madison Square Garden. They're sharing the ball. I love this from Mike Brown. I tweeted this on the X account, by the way. Remember David Fizdale smiling as the New York Knicks were down 38? Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that score. Serious. Job ain't finished. Job ain't finished, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Karl-Anthony Towns was superb tonight. 28 points, 12 rebounds in 28 minutes. Dominant center. But I love the way the New York Knicks are utilizing him in the offense. They're having him post up more. Right? And he's playing really well. Yuri says, yo, Ant, put that in the chat. I got to send that to my friends. Go on the X account. I'll try to put it in the Discord when the night is over. But Karl-Anthony Towns, the night was over. 123-88, serious, man. No joking around, nothing, man. It's just a business night. Just another night for the team. You see the Nets on the schedule, you kill. That's it. Right? Next game, you see the Grizzlies down the schedule. Grizzlies have talent, right? More talent than the Nets. You go out for the kill. Kill shot. Extend it to 7-0. It's 6-0 in Madison Square Garden. Right? Extend it. Let's go. 7-0 in Madison Square Garden. Extend it. So let's go. This is what it was right here. Ass kicking. Belt to ass. All game. 20-point half. Jordan Clarkson, phenomenal in the second quarter. 11 points. This no look by Clarkson was nasty, by the way. Got Karl-Anthony Towns. And this was Josh Hart trying to figure out who's on the Nets. Who's he trying to guard? He's like, who I got? Who's that? Who's that? Wait. Who? Oh, man.
Bruh.
Yo, shout out to the squad. This Rover says Coach Brown has the same attitude as Thibs without the stubbornness. Yeah, man. Shout out to Coach Brown. Undefeated in Madison Square Garden, by the way. Undefeated. And guys, in the fourth quarter, right? I know this is like kind of off topic. Look, they dominated tonight, right? Knicks dominated, man. Amazing game from the basketball club. I don't know if you guys watched Diawara in the G League. Played a pretty good game, right? And then in the fourth, he comes in and looks good. He hit 2 jumpers. Splash. Nothing but net. When he comes in the basketball game, I told Chris, give it a month. Give it a month before we start to see Diawara. And all you can hope is that the young man continues to get better, continues to improve, even in the G League. I do think eventually he will be in this Knicks rotation. I do. I'm still standing on that. Because his shooting stroke is kind of looks like Chris Middleton a little bit. He's performing really well. I like what I'm seeing. I know it's in garbage time. I know it's in the G League, but we're seeing more from him than Daddy A, that's for sure. So let's go. Keep building these habits, and hopefully Diawara can be a really solid piece for this New York Knicks team off the bench. That wing for the New York Knicks, extra wing off the bench, right? Let's go. Defensive player of the game, guys. I don't know if you guys seen Mike Brown's comments, but who do you think won defensive player of the game for the New York Knicks tonight? Who do you think won defensive player of the game for the New York Knicks? Mitchell Robinson. Big Mitch. Mike Brown says Mitchell Robinson was our defensive player of the game. Let's go, Big Mitch. I still can't believe he had plus 40 in 16 minutes. We're going to see Big Mitch with the Timbs on and the hard hat. Let's go. I love it. Let's go, finally. We're still waiting on Mikal. But I love it, man. Once again, appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Yes, Yuri. Mitch. Chris says playing in the G League will be good experience for Diawara, who'll only get better. Yes, Chris. This Rover says Mitch with the hard hat and Tim's tonight. Mitch was awesome, man. Plus 40 in 17 minutes is absolutely unheard of. In the last game, the offensive rebounds in limited minutes, absolutely unheard of. I was nervous when he was missing the first few games of the season. I was. But you just have to, at this point, trust the Knicks' plan. You have to trust that they know what they're doing in terms of his injury load management, quote unquote. And you just, at this point, you see how valuable he is. Like, I kind of just want to, like, put him in bubble wrap until the playoffs. But I just love watching him play basketball. Like, him dominate on the offensive glass, him dominate his matchups in terms of box outs, him sprinting down the court, not giving up on plays. It's just these little things that don't show up in a box score Mitchell Robinson is doing, right? I mean, that's his impact, right? That's his impact. Is exactly what he has shown us in his playing time. So, also, guys, you know, forgot to say this. Rest in peace to Lenny Wilkens, man. Hall of Famer, former Knicks coach, truly a legend in the NBA. Rest in peace to Lenny Wilkens. I think he passed away today. I think he was, I forgot his age. Let me pull up his age. But rest in peace to Lenny Wilkens. Passed away today. So condolences to the Wilkins family. Former Knicks coach, man. 1937 to 2005. So, yes. Chris says Big Money Mitch. Let's go. Big Money Mitch. Guys, hit the Discord if you guys want to call into the show. Once again, the Discord is pinned up in the chat. Going to be doing some giveaways soon as well. I see Yuri in there in the Discord waiting as always. Yuri waiting as always in the Discord. Appreciate you, Yuri, for that. But Knicks keep on rolling, guys. Keep on rolling. They're undefeated in Madison Square Garden. Their offense is looking really, really dangerous. And it's not only Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, right? I know Cat had a big game tonight, but you're seeing this Knicks team pretty much hurt you in many different ways. Look, Deuce McBride went scoreless tonight, and the Knicks still put up 134 points, right? Deuce McBride was scoreless tonight, and the Knicks still put up 134 points. So you're starting to see the different lineups. You're starting to see the different lineups work. And I was doing some digging. The Knicks' best net rating lineup this season has been their starting lineup. Again, it is 9 games in. It is super early, but it has been their starting lineup. It has been Mitch, Cat, Mikal, OG, Brunson. That best net rating lineup on the team. So it has worked tremendously for this basketball team. And after tonight, I'm pretty sure that lineup, the net rating is only going to improve. So that is a really positive sign, especially for people that didn't think that Mitchell Robinson inserting him in the starting lineup would benefit this team. Really positive sign that one of the Knicks' best net rated lineups has been their starting lineup. Right? And I don't want to hear, the Knicks have played, the Nets, the Wizards. You play who's on your schedule, man. No excuses. Who cares? I don't care. This was a big win for this team, big win for this unit, and it's just on to the next. At this point, it's on to the Memphis Grizzlies. So, Knicks are not letting up. They're not. They're taking care of business. 130 in back-to-back games. It's elite offense. Lead offense. I love that they're dominating from start to finish. I love it that they're dominating from start to finish. So, more of that, and let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get to Yuri call-in show. Yuri, Knicks dominate 134-98. Let's go.
B to A.
Let's go.
L to ass.
Yep.
If there was a game that you wanted the Knicks to take care of business, because this was a trap game, regardless of how people feel about Brooklyn, right? Oh, it's a Brooklyn that you play who's on your schedule, right? Just like you said. You play who's on your schedule.
Yep.
You play who you need to play.
Yep.
But I'm going to say it, and I don't care if he gets brought up every time, so I'm going to keep saying it. If this was a Tom Thibodeau team, it would have been scrapping and probably losing this game.
You think
at
so?
Least.
I don't want to be that harsh.
Absolutely.
You think so?
No, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm sorry, I have to say it. Out of all the Tom Thibodeau's teams I've led, out defending this guy for God knows how long, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really do think Tom Thibodeau was a hindrance on this team. Now looking back at it, I really do believe so. And Mike Brown's making a believer out of me with his coaching. Love the substitution.
Love it. Hey, playing the guys in spurts, keeping them fresh. Love it. Love it.
And Mike Brown said his press conference too. I was watching it before I got on a call.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Brown said a really good, clever line that all of Knicks Nations need to hear. He said it straight up. If you win a game by a lackluster effort, you will not be prepared for the postseason. I want these players playing 48 minutes of pure basketball, and we did that tonight. 48 minutes of basketball.
Yep.
Good habits will get you through the playoffs. Said that in his press conference. So he basically said, even though we won,
that.
I'm keeping them accountable no matter what.
Good habits will get you through the playoffs. I like that. And that's why, I don't care who's on the schedule. You keep up the momentum. You build good habits. Your offense looks elite. And your rotations are elite. And you're getting contributions from your bench. I know Yabusele has been a disappointment, but, hopefully he'll turn it around. Deuce.
He looks slim.
Yeah, he'll slim down. But Deuce went scoreless tonight, but he's active. And, the Knicks have a deep bench where they can, have Deuce McBride only give you 0 points. So I love it, man. Build good habits. I love that quote from Mike Brown.
And I've been loving the way Mike Brown's handling the press. He even said to us, "Yo, give it a month. Let's see where we're at in a month." And the way I'm looking at it right now, I could see the Knicks going undefeated in this homestand. I can see them getting one loss though, because I'm going to be real. I think that one loss will come from Miami. Miami's playing
Bruh.
very good basketball right now. They're
Bruh.
playing the best basketball, right? And
I think Bam got
throughout the
hurt.
season,
I
Bam
think
got hurt.
I think Bam hurt his foot. He's on like a sprained foot or something. So he may be. I don't know how long he's gonna be out, but that's something to watch, something to monitor.
Yeah, something I'm on it. But we're starting to see trends now in the NBA schedule.
Yep.
Well, the Knicks are starting to trend upwards. Detroit's trending upwards. Detroit's playing a very good brand of basketball.
Hmm. Yep.
Detroit's playing a very good brand of basketball. Matter of fact, they just came back in the third quarter. They're beating the Philadelphia 76ers by
Ooh.
36 and 85
Ooh.
right now.
Okay.
So the way I view it is this: Pistons are going to be. I'm watching the Pistons very closely, and just to see how they play.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
I'm watching how they play. I got my eyes on the Pistons because I know Knicks play the Pistons. I think in a month. Correct me if I'm wrong. Scheduling wise,
I'll look that up.
or do they play? Oh yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
keeping my eyes on the Pistons.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about the Magic. Reason why is that Desmond Bain playing. I know it's early in the season, 9 games in. That trade's
Yeah.
looking horrible day by day.
Yeah. Look. Look.
But
Pistons playing well. Cavs. They're starting to hit their groove. Chicago's feisty. We've seen them twice already. Philly feisty. So some pain in the ass team, like you said, Miami, Milwaukee. It seems like a bunch of teams are 6-3, 7-2, 6-4. So it's gonna take some time for things to separate. But this is exactly why you got to take care of business at home, right, Yuri? I mean, just keep winning these games. Keep
you
building
want
the
to send a
momentum.
message to the East Side saying that, hey, this is MSG. We ain't
Yeah.
gonna play your BS. You want to hit threes on us? We'll keep defending. You
Yep.
want to try to score us in the paint? We'll hard foul you if we have to. And I saw a lot of hard fouls from the players today.
Love it. It's New
So
York.
they're making an emphasis to keep at home. With that, I take my leave.
Let's go, Yuri. Appreciate the call, as always. Shout out to Yuri in the chat, calling into the show. Round of applause for Yuri in the chat. Always calling in. Knicks Nation, day one. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Pro Cap Card, what's going on? Go New York, go New York, go. D Black says, get them likes up. Let's get to 30 likes, ladies and gentlemen. 30 likes. We're at 24. Hit them likes. Appreciate that. Yes, Pro Gap. Crazy mid stat, plus 40 in 17 minutes. Absolutely in crazy. First player to have under 18 minutes with a plus 40 plus minus. Wow, bringing the knowledge in here. Appreciate that. That is absolutely crazy. Bonkers. So Pistons playing well. Knicks right now sitting in the third seed. Still super early in the Eastern Conference. Bunch of teams bunched up in here. This is exactly why you have to take care of business. Pistons 5 in a row. Cavs 4 in a row. Knicks 4 in a row, right? Bulls has lost 2 straight, right? So just keep taking care of business at home and keep beating the teams you're supposed to beat. You're 6-0 in Madison Square Garden, right? So long homestand here, 7-game homestand, and you just keep on winning, man. Let's go. Appreciate you guys in the chat once again. I think I missed some comments. Just Rover says, one small criticism tonight. It's a shame Karl Anthony Towns missed all of his threes. Yeah, if you want to pick out something, I'm not concerned about that. We know Cat to be a great shooter, but yes, love that he's in the post though. Love that he's in the post, dominating the post and winning his matchup in the post. All right. JB, what we got? All right, here it is, the Mitchell Robinson sound from Mike Brown, right?
Another amazing stat. He keeps throwing up these stats that are amazing. He played 16 and a half minutes, and he was a plus 40, to impact the game that way. And again, I'm not a huge believer in it, but to see a number like that in the short amount of time that he played. It was just amazing. Mitch, by the way, was the defensive player of the game.
Talking about Mitchell Robinson. Mike Brown talks about the Knicks needing time to grow together.
I said this before, we had lost 3 in a row, and a lot of people thought the sky was falling. But, we hadn't been together long. I'll be the first to admit, I didn't know when to put Josh in, when to take him out. I didn't know when to put Mitch in, when to take him out. I was still figuring out.
He's admitting that, and I like that. I'd be the first. He's saying I'd be the first to admit. It's okay to admit that. I didn't know when to put Josh in. I didn't know when to put Mitch in. He just got here, man. I mean, it's very much okay to admit that. Like, that's as to be expected. He's a new coach, right? He's not Tom Thibodeau, where you have the same stubborn rotations, right? Mike Brown is telling us, and that he didn't know when to play Josh Hart, where in certain sets, in certain lineups, but now he's kind of figuring it out. And it was always going to take like 10 games at least to figure it out, but you're starting to see the change.
Our rotations and how we're going to play and all that other stuff. And so, we just need time. And I thought I was bad, and we were bad as a team in Miami. We went to, I think, Milwaukee next, and I thought we were pretty good in the first half. We kind of, fell apart a little bit in the second half. And then we go to Chicago, and not as good the first half, but we were pretty good in the second half. So, again,
especially in that third.
It's not going to happen one night. We may go on another 3-game losing streak. We may, mess up in the third quarter. Who knows? If you want to be great in life, you got to find a way to get consistent. Be consistent. That's a big.
Say that again.
Who knows?
That's what Yuri was talking about.
If you want to be great in life, you got to find a way to get consistent. Be consistent. That's the biggest thing, and that's what we're preaching and talking about. And all we did was just address our third quarters. Hey, whatever we got to do to come out, be locked in, let's do it. But ties our strength, coach. He's not stretching.
Wait, they addressed.
Coach, he's not in. Let's come out, be locked in, let's do it. But ties our strength, coach. You want to be great in life, you got to find a way to get consistent. Be consistent. That's the biggest thing, and that's what we're preaching and talking about. And all we did was just address our third quarters. Hey,
they addressed the third quarter. Look, they knew it was a problem. They addressed it. They knew it was a problem, and they addressed it, and you love it. Shout out to Mike Brown, undefeated at home, learning through the process. People were getting at him, saying, "I miss Tom Thibodeau after the losses versus the Bulls and the Bucks. Oh, Thibs this, Thibs that. Please give it time." He's saying it. All we need is time, and it's 9 games in, and you've already seen this Knicks team. Now, I'm not gonna say hit their upside, but come pretty damn close to their upside.
Let's put on it. We don't. When I say that you can keep getting better offensively, I know the numbers are pretty damn good right now so far. I mean, what are the expectations for what's possible?
Whatever expectations you guys put on it, we don't have expectations. We're just looking to get better every single day. And with that being said,
always saying the right
say, hey, let's
things.
get better at this. It's all about not being complacent and being more fluent in the stuff that we run. And everything's instinct, and we're not thinking about what we're doing. Everything's a reaction, and it comes seamless like that. So we're working towards that. And so, the ball's going through the hoop, but I think we can be a lot better.
Jalen Brunson just says the right things, right? Sometimes they're like boring answers, but they just says all the right things, man. All right, Mitchell Robinson.
To be plus 40. Feel like the gap between, like, does it feel like you're up by 40 in those minutes that you're in? Like, how does it feel to be plus 40?
It feels great. I didn't even know that, but I mean, I'm embracing and continue to get better.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Man, I love this team. Jordan Clarkson.
Where that ranks with a bunch of capable defenders. I'm just wondering where having Mikal and OG at the same time on the floor, where that ranks with the different types of defenders you've got. I mean, those are probably the best perimeter defenders that I've played with, if not the best defenders that I played with, so including Mitch as well. So all those guys do a great job of shrinking the floor, making guys, speed up, turn the ball over, block shots. They all over the floor. With a bunch of capable defenders.
Man, some good words from Jordan Clarkson. Here's Jordan Clarkson on Josh Hart.
When you threw your headband at you.
Yeah, he always on me. So, but nah, he made me laugh. I was kind of upset, but he got me right.
Vibes are high in Madison Square Garden. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Shout out to the members as always. Just Rover says, I really like how Coach Brown isn't afraid to talk about our shortcomings vividly. Diz would always deflect and be yes, man. I know it's look, I know it's coach speak and most of the time it doesn't matter, but yes, I love it. I love it. Mike Brown is more open with the media, more willing to, speak his mind with the media. I mean, we knew how it was in the previous coach, but Mike Brown is telling us, like, he knew, like, the Knicks lost, like, against the Bucks, against the Bulls. He said, it seemed like the sky was falling out there. So he has a post on the fan base and in the media, but he says all we need is time. He's still figuring this stuff out. And 9 games into this season, you're undefeated at home. You're beating the teams you're supposed to beat. You're back-to-back games over 130 points. Brunson's assist numbers are up. Cat's in the post dominating. Your bench is playing well. What am I missing? Your wings can't miss from corner. Your wings are playing great defense. Mikal Bridges is playing like a leader. Josh Hart is playing like his normal self. Jordan Clarkson's playing like the bench piece that we've been craving for. Scoring, playmaking, right? 9 games in, undefeated at home. This Knicks team is already proving that, when things are clicking, they're going to be a tough out in the Eastern Conference. So, shout out to the boys. El Figgy says it always seems like Mike Brown has a post on this basketball team. Yes, El Figgy. Yes. Always seems like Brown has a post on his basketball team. El Figgy says, welcome to New York, Mr. Clarkson. You're definitely climbing the ranks. Let's go. Dis Rover says, shout out to Clarkson's defense, too. I was led to believe he stinks at it, but he actually hustles like crazy, like Landry. Yeah. Little things like that don't show up in a box score. There's a reason why he put on the Timbs and put on the Timbs and chain, right? Early on, a few games ago. Right? Of course, he's not great defensively, but if he's holding his own out there, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Chris says, guess this is just a change of environment for Clarkson. He's definitely trying on defense and isn't taking a ton of bad shots like he did in Utah. Yeah, shot diet was always Jordan Clarkson's kind of bugaboo, if you were to say. But he's taking better shots. He's playing within the offense. And let's go. Like he's playing like the player that we've been craving for off the bench, right? He's getting into the paint. He's giving you his little push shots. Not forcing it at all. I love it. GTM, what's going on? Appreciate you guys in the chat once again. Smash the like button. 3 more likes from 30. Can we get to 30 before the night is over? 30 likes. Can we get to 30? 3 more likes. Appreciate you guys smashing the like button and subscribing to the channel. Come join us here in the chat. Come join us in the Discord as well. GTM says, I'm so glad we moved away from Fat Yap. Oh, man. Grilled says, we got them demons. I love the way they're playing. You know, OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, when you first traded for Mikal Bridges, you loved the pairing from that duo. You wanted to see how that would work. And it has worked. It has done wonders this season, right? They have played absolutely amazing. Defensively, OG, I think he's top 5 in steals, hitting his threes. So his threes are up this season. He's scoring at will. He's getting to the paint. So that duo alone has played really, really well for the New York Knicks. El Figgy says, I can also see why Coach keeps giving Mo Diawara some more time off the bench. He looks better than Daddy A and other sophomore players. Warriors. Come on. You see it. The Warriors are going to be really good. Really good for this team. Telling you. I guess I owe Hart an apology for what I said after the Bucks game. See, I love that. I love Knicks fans coming together, realizing what they've said was probably premature, and offering an apology, right? Offering an apology. Here we have it. Mitchell Robinson. Let me put it in the chat. He got the hard hat, and he got the Timbs on. There we go. And who's right there with him? Mikal Bridges. Look at Mitch. That hat probably don't even fit his big head, man. That's why he's like, this shit don't fit me. Man. Vibes are high in Madison Square Garden, and I absolutely love what I'm seeing from this team. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Once again, thank you for the support. As always, appreciate the members in here. Once again, I missed a video review on the Bucks. I'm sorry about that. Busy time of the year for me. And I will be doing videos and reviews for the members as well. Look out for the videos, podcasts. I believe we're doing a live stream tomorrow night. Gotta confirm that for you guys. Haven't done a live stream podcast in a few weeks. Knicks have played on these Sundays. So once again, appreciate you guys in the chat. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your weekend. Right? Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week. Let's go Knicks. Knicks are rolling. Let's keep this ball rolling. Keep the momentum and building good habits for this basketball team. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. I'll catch you guys next time. As always, it's Let's Go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. El Figgy says, I'm also loving huddling up with the guys. Let's go. Mikal stepping up as a leader. Clarkson defense. Yes. Clarkson defense. Appreciate you guys in the chat. I'm out of here. Peace.
Brunson a three. Bam!